So motherfucking whoop, guys, you already know it's one of Ms.lette, and that means again that is Friday. And I missed last week's Friday because I have been sick probably for the last 2 weeks. I'm still actually sick and dealing with nasty migraines and all of that junk. And my daughters have been on the not feeling too good side. And, you know, Alex is just kind of along for the ride getting it as well. So, yeah, I'm broke out like a motherfucker, so I really don't want to be on camera, but, you know, I really don't think that in this video right now, in this screen, I think this is the last thing that you're looking at. Just saying. Anyways, guys, topic of the week this week was, celebrities, Juggalo-wise, that we've met. And, so the two that come to mind when well, three that come to mind when I think of my encounters with any Juggalo-related people is the one first experience that I ever had was when I met Shaggy. I met him at a gas station, and I was 14 years old. And we were stopping at a gas station because I needed to pump gas for my grandmother. And I walked in, and I was wearing my charm that I usually always wore. That was my Formers. And I got out, I went to go in to go pay. And there was this guy that was coming out as I was going in. And so as he was coming out, he opened the door for me, and held the door open while he was coming out and I was going in. He looked at me and he smiled and he shook his head and walked away. So I went in, paid for the gas, and put the gas pump, put the pump in and started pumping the gas. Oh, excuse me. And he was a couple pumps down. So I walked over there. And I said, by the way, whoop whoop, Shaggy. And he looked at me and he said, how the fuck do you know who I am? He says, I know, I noticed that. What are you, like 12? I said, no, I'm 14. And he's like, how long you been down? I said, well, I think it's been 8 or 9 years at the time. Like I said, I was 14. And he's like, wow. So you've been down for a long while. I said, yeah, I was just about 7 years old. So, but yeah, so there's that. And so he gave me a hug and told me whoop whoop, and that was that. And then, there was another incident where I was at a concert where Boondox was, and we were at the signing stuff, and I was with an ex at the time, and, and a couple friends. And, my friends and I were joking around, and they're like, yeah, see if he'll sign your boobs. See if you sign your boobs. Okay, fine. So, we went up there, and it was our turn to, get autographs and stuff like that. And I looked at him. I said, so, will you sign my boob? And he looked at me, he looked down at my chest, he says, fuck yeah. So, he went to, I pulled the shirt like this, and he's started to write. He says, it's too squishy. He said, I can't do it. So he grabbed a hold of it and went like this and went, and signed it. I said, now that you got a cheap feel, thank you. And he just he's like, well, yeah, he says, I'm going to sign a tit and I ain't going to get a feel out of it. Nah, ain't going to happen. So, and my, at the time, boyfriend was standing right there. And I told him, I said, that's my boyfriend. He says, do you think I give a fuck? He says, I'll grab it again. So, it was funny. One of the other ones that I don't talk a whole lot about, because it holds a sentimental value, was, we were 16, and, me and my former, he proposed to me at a concert, and, it was Cemetery Girl came on, and he just kind of he made kind of a little bit of a scene about it around us. And we were kind of in the front, you know how concerts go. We were, pushed ourselves up to the front. We were listening to the music, and he gave me his ring, and Violent J noticed, and he's like, "Oh my god, that shit's so cute, it's nauseating." So that was, it's not like a meeting him interaction, but it was kind of a little cute, funny reaction. Sorry about that. My camera stopped working for a second, and I had to go and take care of a little one. As for wrestlers, I have met Sabu. I have met Scotty 2 Hottie, which I don't know if he's really considered a juggalo or not, but I mean, he's been with, I believe he's been with JCW. I've met Raven. I've met Zach Gowen. Zach Gowen was actually kind of a fun experience as well. I actually, out here in Taylor, Michigan, they had a show, and they had the Handicap Heroes with Gregory Iron, I believe his name is, and Zach Gowen. And it was pretty much a badass show. And I got to get a picture with him. I was 39 weeks pregnant with Jasmine when I met Zach Gowen and Tommy Dreamer. Don't know if he's considered a juggalo either, but that one was pretty awesome. I have pictures of myself with them. Unfortunately, has another person who I don't want to mention in the pictures, but I am still proud of those pictures nonetheless. Me and my prego self managed to make it to a wrestling show. And got to meet Tommy Dreamer, and got to meet Zach Gowen, and I was very happy with that one. I met Sabu. Sabu is a fucking lunatic in and out of the ring. He's just, I don't think he's all there. We went to a show where, my mom and I try and go to any of the indie type shows that we can around here, or we used to anyway. And my papa used to actually set up for a lot of the wrestling events that happened out in our area, long time ago when he was still alive. So I got to meet a lot of wrestlers. I got to meet, this is totally going off topic, but I got to meet Cody Rhodes when he was younger, before he was into wrestling and everything like that. And he actually said he wanted to be a wrestler like his dad. So I've met a lot of wrestlers, but that's totally off topic and not what we're supposed to be talking about. But yeah, the show I went to, Sabu actually, he was in a no rules match, and he got his head busted open by a trash can. His right here was completely split open, and he was doing kind of like a meet and greet after, and he was still bleeding out his head and everything like that, but he was sitting there, and all of a sudden, he just grabs super glue and goes right down the center of his head and just goes like this. It was a little entertaining. But yeah, I mean, those are my celebrity encounters. I mean, I've met all of psychopathic, well, not psychopathic anymore, but I met all of the, not actually had conversations with them, but I've met them. I've met Madrox and Monoxide, and I've met Violent J and Blaze, and like I said, I met Boondox. And I didn't get a chance to meet ABK, but I did go to see him in concert. My friend Arthur, though, he went to see ABK at concert, and he actually got a video of ABK saying hi to me and everything like that, so that was pretty awesome. But I mean, like I said hi to people of psychopathic at the time, but never actually had a full-on conversation with them. So yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna figure out how to get this together, and then I'm gonna put it up on our channel. So and then last week's topic was how to avoid getting in trouble at the the march or whatever. Don't be stupid. Don't do drugs in front of cops. Don't start fights. You know, people are going to nitpick us at any chance that they get. And the best thing that we can do is just say, you know what? We're not here for you. We're here for our own rights. We're here for our own, you know, problems that we're facing, and you don't need to be more a part of our problem. So, yeah, look at that. 2 topics in one. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to get going. Yeah, I'm having a difficult time with the Hangouts because you guys usually are doing them at the same time that I have to deliver Jasmine to her other parent. So usually I miss them. I try to get on them when I can. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to get going. So much motherfucking wicked clown love, guys. Don't forget, always keep it wicked. Later.